Hello and welcome. Apologies for this. I'm recording the sound after the video. For some reason, it didn't play any sound whatsoever. No idea because it was there's no changes made to the sound system, but there's a lot of weirdness going on with the game at the minute. Yeah, so we are back on the old farm countryside, finally. Yay! It is the time for cutting the grass. Um, I hate doing this after the fact. It's we humans are really I know a lot of content creators do it, but we're so built for in the moment. We really are. I have no idea what I'm going on about. Not a clue. Whereas at the moment, in that moment, you're here, there, and everywhere. And yes, apologies. There's going to be a few uncomfortable pauses. It is mainly time lapse anyway, because we are cutting all of the grass just before we start to yeah, crack on with the sowing and that. This episode's all about cutting the grass, doing that last cut before we start to get cracking with the. Oh, hang on a minute. I think I might be doing the. Oh, yeah, we're also doing the oil. Can't remember which one it is. Oh, not the almonds. Pistachio. That's the one. Yeah, just bringing all the stuff. I've got literally grabbed all of the equipment from over there. Have we done the? We might have already done it. Yeah, totally. I think we have. Sure, that was last time. It's got to be because it makes no sense. I'm second guessing, as you can tell. Yeah, I've got a good amount of tractors now, and an awful lot of. I don't think I've got so many lorries as we've got on this Let's Play. For a little Let's Play, we've got so many lorries, it's unbelievable. Where am I going? Ah, that's it. We're going to fetch the mowers. I do remember. Yeah, once we get the mowers, we're going to go straight into a time lapse because I'm going to put music to this because there's no sound other than me talking. There's all the background noises, everything went. So I have no idea why not. OBS Studio that I recorded on this had got all the settings. I even saw the mic going up and down, so I have no idea why all of a sudden it's muted on the actual tracks. There's no sound at all. It's just like the sound device just didn't output properly, which I've never ever known it to do that. It will be some weirdness, obviously. Yeah, I think it looks like it's second. No, it does look like third growth stage. It's got that nice, but it doesn't look long enough to me. So I think it's got to be second growth stage. But the colour's right for third, so I don't know. Anyway, we're going to cut it whether it's second or third growth stage, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'd forgotten we've got the black sheep mod in 6.8 meters. I thought we'd got the 7 meter ones, which is my other commonly chosen one. But yeah, I'm glad we've got these. I do like the is it the HX20s? I wanted to say RX, but I think it's HX20s, isn't it? I'm sure it is. It'll tell us in a second. Oh, well, it would. Yeah, I was deliberating. Do we buy that or don't we? We have got a lot already. Do we need another one? I deliberate. I think at this point, I'm sure I'll say no, we've got enough. Can't remember if I go back on it. Yes. Well, it is so strange because the first time as you're talking and it's weird in your own head how you know exactly. We haven't. I've got some good equipment though. We really have. Well chuffed with what we've got. Is I think this is me going over what tractors we've got, just in case I was wrong. I love me tractors. I do. But I think we have really got enough. I'm sure I actually do stick to it. I also mentioned the fact it's about time we've got obviously that one belt. We bought that second hand, but we still need the AGI one, my favourite one. which is absolutely amazing. The STX something something something. It is brilliant. It is. I've got to be honest. It's my go-to for belt systems now. It's not a. It's just because it does two things in one. You don't need the two sort of the ground pickup and that it does both. So it's just what's not to love. I'm hoping these headsets. This is my old headsets. They crinkle a bit. It's one of the reasons why I stopped using them. You can actually hear them on the recording. The plastic sort of like makes weird creaking noises. It's a good one as well, a good set. It's not my Razer set, but nevertheless it's still a decent, maybe slightly tinny, for which I do apologise. But on my main PC, I'm just knocking out a massive episode of Sugar Beet Harvest on Horse Aggravation. Yeah, I did last night. Again, that's base game and had so many faults. It's ridiculous the amount of mistakes there are. And obviously, on that particular Let's Play, we haven't got any mods. This particular Let's Play was less troublesome than Horse Aggravation, and that's got two mods on. This has got all of them on, apart from crop rotation, which was the main mod that was causing issues. And again, not due to the mod itself, due to the update that Giants have released. I think it was a silent one because I can't even remember my game updating. I just remember the hell that descended the next day when all of a sudden every single Let's Play you couldn't sleep, you couldn't go speed time up without massive game crashes. I must admit, I do wish we had an opt-in for updates now, a bit like Microsoft, where you can switch them off, because I've got to be honest, every single update that Giants does now, there's absolute mayhem ensues after and it's not a quick patch either. Apparently they know about these issues. I was reading in the forums, they know about this, and most people patch their own or just remove things, mods out of the folder, or it shouldn't be that way. We should have a choice. You can roll it back on Steam, don't get me wrong. But it's, one of the people on the forums was saying you shouldn't really need to roll it back because of a couple of mods that disagree with an update. It's true, you shouldn't really. But I mean, to be honest, I've got more issues on the base game without any mods than I have with them. So that's down to Giants. There's no mods crashing and burning Horse Aggravation, but it's forgetting controls. On the very episode that I'm on about, I have to come out, I have to stop and start the game because it forgets controls. What's that about? Anyway, let's let's concentrate on this. Right, I am going to say my words. Yeah, we're going to literally go into a time lapse now. We're starting the mowing and the windrow. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I was going to just time-lapse this as well, because it is so awful when you come in like this, what you haven't got a clue what you're actually talking about. Spontaneity. Yeah, apologies for this. It's I honestly wasn't expecting this though. I have got to the point in my content creation where you actually do check your sound settings as you go in. I did check my sound settings and my microphone was working fine. It's just like as if something switched off all the sound, full stop. There's not even a tiny bit of sound output. I could hear the sounds when I was in the game, so it's supposed to take that output. When I went into OBS the next time, once I'd realised what had happened, sound settings were fine. So it's just a totally random sort of thing, really. Right, okay, so yeah, that Jaguar is a good price, it really is. But do we need one? That's what I am going to say. Yeah, and that tractor is a good one. But again, yeah, I'm deliberating. I just don't really think we need it, and I'm quite sure that's what I actually said. we don't really need it. Yeah, I was looking for the New Holland. There's a cheaper one. Yeah, that one there, the 185,000 one that you could buy brand new. That would be equal to that. I was just checking the horsepower requirements, because that one on special is 200 odd thousand, and that was 185,000 for the same horsepower, just with a New Holland instead of a Class. So to me, I think that was how I left it, was the fact that, to be honest, we could buy a brand new one and it wouldn't have any damage. So yeah, we're buying the little plough for doing the olives. But there's little subsoiler actually, as I reminded myself when I was going into it. Yeah, well, the little tiny, that one there, the 1.5 metre for doing the olives. So we're just buying that as we are literally leaving the session. Yeah, I was just checking that there weren't any more. It's the one that I think almost everybody uses for olives and grapes as well, isn't it? So. That's right. We buy the proper one, yeah, of Countryside, the erShaba one. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is, but we buy it. Yeah, I'd forgotten that I'd got the store deliveries on, and it isn't actually very far away, but of course I can't see it at this precise moment in time, so I'm wondering where it was going, and that's what I'm really deliberating with yourselves, going, where is it? I'm not sure where I've left it. And that, yeah, my bet was over by there, and it isn't at all. It's the shovel, which I must go and fetch. We've got bits and bobs strewn all the way over the map. It's terrible. Yeah, it's actually right near us, but I know this because obviously after the fact. But yeah, there's another bit and bob over by the almonds as well. A bit strewn all over the place. Yeah, it is actually around there. Yeah, this is where I use that fantastic feature that actually highlights exactly where the subsoiler is on the map. And it was pretty much right where I was, yeah. It really was. So we'll be doing that next session. It's going to be a monster session. We are going to be ripping these fields up now that we've done the grass. Those bales will serve us well for quite a few months. We've still kept our one grass field. We also have we bought the other fields? I think we did that last session, or are we doing it in a minute on this session? I can't remember. Yeah, got that to do. Got the Little Massey. That's what I was saying, that the Little Massey is really the best tractor for doing that. Or the little tiny blue. Is it? I think it's a New Holland. I'm sure it is. Or is it a Voltra? Okay. I think it's. I'm sure it's New Holland.
But yeah, to be honest, I think the Massey probably is the smallest tractor we've got. It's a lovely little tractor, actually. I do like that. I've fallen in love with that, the little Masseys. Yeah, I like the Rex as well, but there's something special about that. I like the fact that that's been a fantastic little telehandler. It really has. Yeah, look at. I mean, it's about the same width as that, so it's going to serve us proud, going in between. Yeah, the Sintrack and all the others, as good as they all are, they're all medium to big tractors. You just, yeah, that's specially made for going down. I do love the colour of it though. Yeah, and I'm still not sure whether it's erShaba or erShaba. I've always said erShaba, but other people say erShaba. I don't know. ER, if it was erShaba, I would have thought it was E dot R dot. Shaba, it's lowercase and then Shaba upper. To me, it suggests Shaba, not Shaba, but I don't know. Right, what are we waffling on about now? Yeah, I think actually I'm probably telling you what I've already just told you because I already know. Obviously, yeah, I'm just saying about that we're going to rip these fields and it is going to take a while. It's going to be a monster session. I don't want to be speeding time up, and it's 10:44, which is yeah almost halfway through March already with all the grass cutting and that. So we really are going to have to get motoring, and then of course they've also got to plough the olives up as well. I'm not sure if we have to do the same. We're going to have to look at the. I keep forgetting the pistachios. Yeah, the almonds and the pistachios. I think we've looked already and that didn't say anything, but we will check because if so, that's going to be a monster. There's going to be so much ploughing needs doing that we really, really are going to be motoring. When yeah, this March is going to be a very long month if that's what we've got to do. I am thoroughly loving this Let's Play. That is fantastic. There are a lot of very interesting maps coming out. Very like a Frontier. There's another one that's similar to this. I mean, this is unique, but with similar things, new crops, new. Yeah, I mean, I think this was started something. If I'm honest, I think a lot of people seem. Although, yeah, the other people have released, they were working on it at the same time, so you can't really say that. But it's strange. I'd really like to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.